Sources or components of income tax law. How many sources or components are there, ma? 5. If you refer these 5 sources or components, then you will get complete knowledge about the income tax law. So that points are already discussed. Now we are going to start with the what? Charging section. Now we are going to start with the charging section. Section 1 already you know, short title, applicability, extent. Section 2, definitions. Section 3, previous year. Next, section 4 we are going to talk with the what ma? Charging section. So it is only base for collection of tax. Okay. Give the heading ma? Charging section. How many points over 2? Main points how many over 2? Shall we start third one? Yes, third one. Now we are starting the section number 4, charging section. Section number 4, what is that ma? Charging section. Any idea as of now? I will tell you 4 or 5 lines ma. Based on that only we'll discuss one by one. Okay, just write it down. Whatever now we are going to write it down, please copy. Yes sir. Every person, Huma, every person whose total income, every person whose total income of, every person whose total income of previous year, whose total income of previous year, every person whose total income of previous year exceeds maximum amount not chargeable to tax, maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Now that fellow is called as whom? Assessee. Is an assessee. And chargeable to, yes sir, chargeable to income tax, chargeable to income tax at rates specified in, at rates specified in Finance Act, Finance Act, yes sir, Finance Act for relevant assessment year. So this is only charging section ma. Okay, just 3 lines we written for the charging section. We don't know anything as of now. We can decode one by one keyword. So okay, now one task is there. We have to highlight the keywords first. Okay, first keyword ma, every na, person. Next, total income. Okay, sorry, in your mind whatever the keyword, yes sir, then you can tell me, no problem. Next one ma, previous year. Next, exceeds. Next, maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Then assessee. Then rates. Then Finance Act. Next, assessment year. So these are the keywords we have to discuss ma. So more information in this chapter will discuss the rates. More information will discuss regarding the what ma? Rates. So now one by one we'll discuss the first one. First one, person. Yes, sir. First we'll discuss about the person. Yes, sir. Any idea? Sir, if any definition you want to know, you have to refer which section, ma? Section 2. Now, any idea? Person definition given in section 2, subsection 21, 31. Section 2, subsection 31, or you can call it as an clause 31 also, no problem. Section 2, clause 31 you can call, otherwise you can call it as an section 2, subsection 31. So that point is applicable for only section 2, not for all. Next. Any idea? What do you mean by the person? Yes, sir. Example. Yes, sir. I want to start a business. In how many ways I can incorporate my business? First one, sole proprietor, partnership firm, LLP, company, HUF. Yes, sir. Cooperative society, AOP, BOI. Sir, in many ways you can incorporate your business so that all the things are covered under person definition. That all the things are covered under what a person definition. So person definition is inclusive or exclusive or inclusive. That means these are all the categories are included in the person. Yes, person includes. Yes, ma. Person includes. Any idea? First, okay. In any order also you can write it down. No one can argue. Yes, the first one, individual. Sir, some explanation I will give you at the time of writing this concept itself. What is that? Individual. Yes, sir. Individual means individual means natural born person. Wait. Natural born person. Maybe male, female, minor, major, anything also include. Remember here in individual includes unsound mind also. Any person, whether he is a sound mind or unsound mind, minor, major, female, male, all are included. Simply natural born person. So next one, HUF. What is that? HUF. Hindu undivided family. Simply we can call family owned businesses. Sorry, here HUF includes Jain and Sikh family businesses also. All. Next, partnership firm, or always we can talk including what LLP. Full form of LLP? Okay, super. Limited liability partnership firm. Next one company. Next one company. Sir, what is the difference between the LLP and partnership firm? Liability is limited. Remember, sir, I want to do the business, sir, in an updated version, not in a partnership form way. So that's why many compliances will be there for the LLP also. So similar features like in private company, yes, all the features we have in LLP. It is an updated version of partnership form. But which company features similarly we have private company features always will be there in the LLP. So next, any idea? AOP or BOI. Association of person or body of individuals. Association of persons or body of individuals. Next, what is that? AJP. So last I will write it down AJP. Okay, because in intermediate level also last one only we discussed as an AJP. So before that I want to write it down local authority. What is that Local authority. Yes, I will give you some explanations also. Don't think about what do you mean by the local authority, etc. Next one cooperative society. Okay, super. cooperative society. Next one ma. Last. AJP full form artificial judicial person. Now, sir, in your intermediate level, you know these are all the things, but we can learn some extra points here. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, sir. In 7 only. Again, count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, cooperative society is one example for AJP. Cooperative society is one example for AJP. So why we are written separately? Because in future we want to learn the tax rates separately for cooperative society. So that's why here itself we classified. In intermediate level we have one important MCQ in person definition. How many limbs are there? How many parts are there? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here, sir, what is it AJP, sir? In intermediate also, yes, sir, we don't know, they are saying AJP. We also called as an AJP. Okay, if I am asking one more time, what do you mean by the AJP? You can say full form. Artificial judicial person. It is an residuary category of a person. Suppose you started one business, we are unable to classify in the any one of the limbs that is having the place in last category, that is only AJP. So now we can call it as an what ma? Residuary. What is that? Residuary. Residuary category. So, sir, give me more examples, sir. Now, charitable trust. So, can you classify the charitable trust in any one of the above? No. So, obviously, if any one of the limb is not accepted that entity that having the place in AJP, RBI, banks, these are all are having the place in the AJP. Universities, educational institutions, this having the place in AJP. Some more examples I will tell you again, listen carefully. Yes, sir, trust, educational institution, university, yes, sir, some statutory corporations, all are having the place in AJP. Now, so I don't want to skip the discussions, ma. Remember, yes, we have to discuss few things about the HUF first. MCQ purpose only. Now we are discussing these things. Right? So now first I want to tell you some points relating to HUF. Shall we start? Sir, for HUF in India we have two laws. All the Hindu undivided families, including Sikh and Jain families, also needs to follow the two laws. Any idea about the two law names, ma? Huh? In your intermediate +1, +2 level, you know these law names. Dayabaga School of Law, Metakshara. I think in your foundation level also, you know. Again, we can get these MCQs in our final level also. How many laws we have, ma? Two. So that is only simply we can call it as an schools of Hindu law. Yes, sir. Schools of Hindu law. That means we haven't two type of Hindu laws are there. So we want to follow any one of these two or applicable one. Applicable one we have to follow. First one what? Dayabaga. So I will tell you about these two laws. Which one is better for you? You can choose. Example. But first law Dayabaga. Dayabaga School of Law. Next one ma. Mithakshara. Mithakshara School of Law. So now I will tell you differences between these two. After discussion of this total concept, you have to tell which one is better for you personally. Okay, first one ma. Sir, how many states are there in all over India? Ra? 29. Okay, if anything increased also, no problem. Remember, West Bengal as well as Assam. These two states you have to remember. What are the two ma? West Bengal and Assam. Second one is our favorite. Ra? So what is the second one? Assam. So if you are doing that business in the form of HUF in the two states, so for you, Dayabaga School of Law is applicable. What are the two states ma? Assam, West Bengal. If you are doing that HUF related businesses in these two states, which law is applicable for you? Dayabaga. The remaining all states like our AP, Telangana, yes sir, Chennai, any also. Which school of law is applicable? Metakshara. So that is the first point I want to highlight. Yes sir, West Bengal. Next one ma. And Assam. Next, any idea? In this side we can write what? Rest of India. Yes ma, rest of India. Now, second point. Sir, provisions in Dayabaga School of Law saying that. So, one example we can take. So, one HUF that is an father, karta of that HUF, mother, daughter, son. Total 4 members are there. Who is an karta? Father. So, now, when daughter and son, nothing but whom? Children are acquiring the rights over that HUF property by born itself or by way of transferring. Remember, in Dayabaga School of Law, if you are born in that family, you cannot get any rights over that HUF assets. Only if successors are expired or if they are transferred, then only you can enjoy the properties of HUF. But in case of Metakshara, by born itself, you have a right in that HUF properties. Now, which one is a better for you? Right? Yes, sir. Metakshara is better for you. So, unfortunately, you are all are in AP and Telangana. For you, which law is applicable? Metakshara only. That's why we are arguing with our parents always. So, if they are saying anything, please give my share. Then I will go to Himalayas. So, now second point. Nobody. What is the second point, ma? Nobody acquires right. Nobody acquires right or share. Nobody acquires right or share in property. Yes, ma? In property by birth. Yes, ma? By birth. As long as head of the family. Yes, ma? As long as the head of the family. So, can you tell me who is an head of the family, ma? Karta. Head of the family is living. So, if you want to get the rights over that HUF property, yes, sir, you have to wait for the, yes, sir, your turn only. So, what is the turn? If karta of the family is expired, then you can get the rights. So, but in case of sir, Metakshara, yes, what is that point, ma? Every children born in that family, they will acquire the rights or shares by birth itself. Yes, please write it down, ma. Every children born in every children born in the family, every children born in the family acquires a right or nothing but what a share, a right or share in which property ma? Family property. By birth itself they are getting the right. Okay, so which law is applicable for our states? Metakshara. But these two states related, which law prevails ma? Dayabaga. Clear? Next one. So don't think about the part 2. Yesterday we are not at all coming for live. So in some time they will upload the part 2 also. That means second class also. Next. So this is an background points you have to remember for HF. Partnership form LLP is not required any much discussion ma. But now I want to know about the AOP BOI. What is that meaning of AOP or BOI? I'm asking meaning, not abbreviation. Any idea? Association of person, body of individuals. I want to know some meaning related to this. Ma? Any idea? So, AOP or BOI. Okay, if you know full forms, then remaining things I will tell you. Don't think about it. Yes, ma. Association of person. Yes, sir. AOP full form, ma. Association of, yes, sir, persons. Sir, association means what, ma? Grouping. Association means what, ma? Grouping. Sir, in person definition, we have individual HF, AOP, BOI, AJP, many are there. Any of them can become the member in AOP. Two companies, two partnership firm, two individuals are associated together in order to start what, ma? AOP. Simply in your accounting language, it is only called as joint venture. Two partnership firms and one company all together they started the one business in the form of what, ma? AOP. So what is that point we have to write it on, ma? Here any person, what is that? Any person can become, any person can become member in AOP. Clear, ma? Up to now? No. Next one, ma. BOI full form, ma? Body of individuals. Body means also group only. But here who are grouping? Only individuals. Yes, sir. Here any person can become the member or only individuals can become the member? Only individuals can become member. In the name itself we can identify the meaning, ma. Only who can become member? Only individuals can become members in BOI. Clear, ma? Up to now? Next point. So as of now we discussed these things, ma. HUF related, AOP, BOI related. Now local authority related few points I want to talk. Any idea about local authority? Yes, sir. Any idea? No. Okay, I will talk. Sir, in central level we have one government ma. What is that government name? Central government. We can call simply central government. Less than central government we have which type of governments? State government. Central government, state government. But below the state government also we have three types of local self governments. Below the state government we have three local self governments. Okay, so we can take one simple example. In Telangana, state government party is nothing but Congress. But remember, we have many corporations. So Greater Hyderabad. So we have many corporations, nothing but cities. Sir, in that, who is a mayor? Maybe BRS party also, or independents also. So that is one self government, but funded by state government only. So first level of local self government is corporations. Below the corporations, town level we have municipalities. So in that municipality, who is in members also we don't know, which government is ruling also we don't know. Next, below that we have village level panchayat. So can you tell me, local self governments are three. The first one corporations, municipality. Next one panchayat. City level corporation, town level municipality, village level panchayat. These are more than state government, less than state government. So we can call it as a local self governments. What is that point ma? Local self governments. Local self governments. Can you tell me how many types ma? Three. First one corporations. Okay, low to high we can write it down ma. Panchayat. Next one is ma municipality. Last one ma corporation. So panchayat at which level ma? Village level. Municipality town level. Corporations city level. So that means they are also covered in which definition ma? Person definition. So last we are required to discuss about the cooperative society. Sir, it is an example of what ma? AJP. So now we'll discuss about the cooperative society. So they are also doing the business only, but on self-help basis, not for earning the profit. But you can't call it as an NGO. Your profit earning will be there, but that is a minimum. Example I will say, many milk cooperative societies will be there. What is their objective? They want to distribute the milk products to the public at least possible cost. They are earning the profit, okay, per liter 1 rupee or 2 rupees or whatever it may be also, okay. But the profit objective earning is maximum or minimum? Minimum. Sir, what if cooperative societies are not there? The middleman commissions can be increased. Example, from village to city, if that any milk wants to distribute, so what will happen ma, without these cooperative societies? Definitely who are transferring that milk to the cities, they will charge the huge amount of commission. So that's why cooperative society, remember, always they will have a low income only. They are also required to pay the tax. That's why that is covered in the person definition. But always the cooperative society is an example of what? AJP. But why you are separately written, sir? For this cooperative society, tax rates we have to discuss separately. So that's why we are giving this separate treatment for always cooperative society. Next, AJP. What is that last discussion now? AJP. So no need to think about the cooperative society. Remember, the cooperative society general motto is self-help basis. So no need to earn the more and more profit, just a minimum profit objective only they want. Next one, AJP, artificial judicial person. Artificial judicial person. Next one, can you tell me it is a residuary or? Yes, residuary means what ma? If any person not covered in the definition, so that person having the place in artificial judicial person. Examples ma, just 3 or 4 examples now we can write it down. So cooperative society you know, but no need to write it down, already written. So example ma, trust. Yes ma, next one, universities. So statutory corporations like our institutes, etc. But no need to write it down all the things. Last one, RBI. So etc. Many are there. Simple logic, if any person not having that place in above parts, so always that will be classified into AJP only. Now, as of now we discussed the person definition only. So that means what ma? This explanation is over. Every person, that means in person definition who are there, so for all the persons please calculate the what ma? Total income. How to calculate total income in your intermediate level already you know. Aggregation of how many heads ma? 5 only. 5. Okay. Aggregation of 5 heads of income. Then you will get what ma? Gross total income. From that gross total income, if you reduce the chapter 6A deduction, then you will get total income. Okay. So that is only the second point. Now we are going to discuss what is that person definition over. Now we have to start the what ma? Second one, total income. Yes, please start along with me. What is that ma? Total income. Any idea how to calculate the total income ma? So always we have to follow the format. Particulars. What is that format ma? Particulars amount. Particulars amount. What is that ma? First head of income, income from salaries. Income from salary. Next one ma? So can I write this shortcuts ma? Income from house property. Third one ma? PZBP means business or profession related profits or gains. Next one ma? Capital gains. Next one, income from other sources. So now this is an income for that one person. Now example, above you calculated the my total income, but I have a minor children. So minor children income will be clubbed in the hands of whom? Parent. That means this is my earning income, but now some more incomes can be clubbed in my total income. I think you know minor's income will be taxable in the hands of parent. So that's why here I have to add the clubbing of what ma? Income. Because of the clubbing provisions, income will increase or decrease ma? Increase. That's why add. So next I want to write it down is a set of losses. Last year I have loss ma. So that loss can be brought forward into the current year and I can do what a set off. So because of the set off provision, what will be happen ma? Always my losses will decrease. Sorry, my income will decrease. So set off effect is minus, clubbing effect always what ma? Plus. Clubbing effect is always plus, set off effect is minus. Ultimately whatever amount you got, so that is only called as what? Gross total income. So now gross total income you got what ma? Gross total income. From that, how to calculate the yes, sir, from that how to calculate the net total income? Ma? How to calculate the net total income? Any idea? By way of reducing what ma? Chapter 6A deductions. By way of reducing the what ma? Chapter 6A deductions. So separately I will tell you chapter 6A deductions also in one chapter. Now you can understood how to calculate the total income. Clubbing and set off effect also you need to know. Less water. Chapter 6A. Can I write normal number for 6A? No, Roman number only always. Chapter 6A deductions. Remove ma. Then you will get what? So we can call it as an different names ma. Net total income. Gross will become what ma? Net total income. R. Yes ma. Next thing another names ma. Total income. Yes sir. Net total income or what ma? Total income. Any other name? Taxable income. Why ma? On this only we have to calculate tax. Any other point? Yes ma. Last one we can call it as a net income also. Last one we can call it as a net income also. Are you clear? Now, every person whose total income of his lifetime we are required to calculate for previous year. Please remember, every person whose total income of which period? Previous year. So now I want to tell you the one time definitions for the previous year as well as assessment year only. So I am deviating some time for giving the explanation relating to previous year and assessment year in the third point. A person definition, B total income. Now C I want to start separately. Yes sir, any idea ma? General rule or golden rule in general rule or golden rule in income tax. Ma? Cheppu parla. Okay, sir. That is a golden rule. Huh? Okay. No. Just one, don't think about it. It will be uploaded after some time. So yesterday class not uploaded in YouTube. Okay. What is the general rule or golden rule in taxation? Ma? It is very simple point. For which examinations now I am discussing this ma? June 26 or December 26 exams. Okay. So now what is the previous year for our examinations ma? Huh? What is that previous year? Previous year is 25, 26. Assessment year 26, 27. Remember, in income tax, years always will be financial years or not calendar years. Any area also, year always means what ma? Financial years, not calendar years. Okay. Please check ma. 1/4/2025 is a starting day of the previous year. Next ending day ma 31st March 2026. Here also 1/4/2026 and 31st March 2027. Clear? Now, whatever that income you earned from the first day of the previous year to last day of the previous year, what is the thing you are done here, ma? Income earned. Sir, on this income, yes, sir, you are required to pay the tax or not? Yes, definitely I required to pay tax. Can I pay the tax at the end of the previous year? Impossible. Why? Books of accounts or finalization will be done in the next week after the completion of this day. So coming week we can finalize our books of accounts, or okay, if you are in proactive in nature, on that day itself you close it books of accounts. So that means business hours will be closed on this day 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. immediately within 1 hour can you pay tax? Impossible. So that's why clearly Income Tax Act 1961 saying that whatever that income you earned during that previous year, on that you are required to pay the tax in which year, ma? Assessment year. You are required to pay the tax in which year, ma? Assessment year. Assessment years means immediate financial year to the previous year. Immediate succeeding financial year to the previous year. So in previous year, what you will do, ra? What you will do, ma? Payment of tax. What you will do, ma? Payment of tax. So related to this income, you are required to pay tax. And one more thing I will tell you, sir. In assessment year, any day I can pay tax or no? So in next chapter I will tell you there is a separate due dates for filing of return of income. So in next chapter I will tell you. Many students are thinking that, sir, any time I can pay tax or no? No. They are mentioning the separate due dates for payment of tax in the assessment year. Now this is only golden rule or general rule. What is that, ma? Income and during that previous year, on that you are required to pay the tax in assessment year. So can I write it down, ma? Yes. Income earned during previous year, income earned during the previous year, on that, yes sir, on that tax, yes sir, required to pay, tax required to pay in the assessment year. Sir, okay, if you know some concepts of time value of money, I think in your foundation or any other level you know, ra. I want to ask one thing, ra. Because of the general rule or golden rule, yes sir, in terms of time value of money, definitely it is a loss to department. Department means government. Why, ma? Here I am earning the income, but I am paying the tax in the next year. So definitely if they are collecting the tax also at the time of earning the income itself, that isn't beneficial for government. Now they are deferring the tax payment to the next year. It is a loss to whom? Government. Okay. Then what they are doing, ma, in order to cover these loss? TDS, TCS, advance tax. What is that, ma? TDS, TCS, advance tax. So now I am getting the salary income, ma. From my salary income automatically they are deducting the what? Tax. So can you tell me what are the methods introduced by the department in order to, yes sir, in order to cover the, yes sir, time value of money points, TDS, TCS, advance tax. That is also different chapters for us. Now financial year first, ma, income earning financial year only called as what, ma? Previous year. It is a financial year. Payment of tax year is called as what ma? Assessment year. So definitions are automatically over. Previous year definition is very simple. It is a financial year in which you are earning the income. So next, assessment year means it is also financial year in which you are required to pay tax. Shall we write it down two definitions? Yes, first definition what? Previous year. I think you know previous year defined in which section? Yesterday we discussed. Section 3. Sir, all definitions in section 2, but this one is section 3. Next one. Yes, sir. Can you tell me what is that previous year? It is in the financial year in which you earn the income. You earn the income is called as what ma? Previous year. Is called as what ma? Previous year. Yes ma. Now the present previous year for our examination is nothing but previous year 25-26. Yes sir. The present previous year 25-26. Always how many months akka? 12 months only. You can count it down also. How many months are? 12 only. Now, but now I want to talk about the exceptions. So you are saying always 12 months, but I will discuss these two cases. In these two cases, previous year less than 12 months. General cases previous year always how many months ma? 12 months. But in these two cases, we have in previous year less than 12 months. Shall we start? What are the exceptions ma? Yes. First one, new business or profession. This one, new business or profession commences from 1/10/2025. Generally, yes sir, business is from the first day of the year. No. If the business is started in the last year, now previous year means what ma? First day to last day. In this year we started the business from which date ma? 1/10/2025. Now previous year is nothing but what ma? Starting from this date to end date. Less than how many years ra? Less than how many months ma? 12 months. So now in this case, what is the previous year ma? 1/10/2025 to 31st March 2026. Clear? Sir, students, last, okay, just I want to tell you one thing. In these notes, just I am given the one random data 1/10/2025 in concept book. So these are all the things we have in concept book also. Okay, in concept book we have in different things, different dates I am taken. Students are sending the both the photos, sir. You are giving the wrong date, sir. That is an example, right? Any date also we can take. Clear? Okay. Next one, ma. What is the next one, ma? Next point, new source of income. What is that, ma? New source of income started from new source of income started from what ma 1 9 2000 1 9 2025. So now in this case, can you tell me previous year? So I'm earning the salary income from the yes sir 1 9 2025. Now previous year from 1 9 2025 to 31st March 2026. So here remember new business or profession. Next one ma new source of income. New source of income. Clear ma? So then what is the next point ma? Assessment year. What is it ma? Assessment year. Okay, assessment year related definitions and all the things are section numbers are there ma, but no need to remember. In section 2 only we haven't definitions for the yes sir definitions for the assessment year also. Now so but no need to remember that remember. Assessment year means it is also financial year or calendar year, financial year only. In that year we are required to pay tax. In that year we are required to pay tax is called as what ma? Yes, please write it down ma. The financial year, yes sir, the financial year in which yes ma, in which you pay the tax. You pay the tax is called as what ra? Assessment year. Is called as what ma? Assessment year. Now the present assessment year is what ma? The present assessment year is what ma? Yes, 2026 27. It is an always how many months ma? 12 months. Remember there is no exceptions here ma. So there is no exceptions for the assessment year. Previous year only having the two exceptions. In the two exceptional cases we have a period less than 12 months. Clear? Next. So golden rule or general rule, that is on third point is over. In that we define the two things ma. One is on previous year, another one is an assessment year. Okay. Every person whose total income of one particular period previous year we calculated. Suppose, yes sir, individual, myself only, total income during that previous year 15 lakh. How much ma? 15 lakh. So now the total income of the previous year we have to compare with the maximum amount not chargeable to tax. What is that ma? Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Simply that is only basic exemption limit. Sir, okay. In my hands, how much amount is there ma? 15 lakh. Okay, we can take that just range 15 lakh means okay this much of amount. Within that some amount is not chargeable to tax. So 0 to this is a maximum amount not at all chargeable to tax. Exceeds then you are required to pay tax. So simply in your language it is a basic exemption limit. But you can call it as a maximum amount not chargeable to tax. If you end within that limit, no need to pay the tax. If you are exceeded that limit, then you are an assessee. Up to now you are in person only. But if your total income of the previous year exceeds the basic exemption limit, now you are becoming as an Huma SSC. Now I want to know the what are the basic exemption limits available to the every person. In person definition, we want to know that what ma basic exemption limit. Why we are required to know the basic exemption limit ma? Then only we can know about whether he is required to pay the tax or not. So what is the point number? What is the point number ma? P over C over D we can start. Yes sir, D we can start. What is the D point ma? D? Array. Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Yes sir, that is only called as what ma? Yes, within the bracket you can call it as an basic exemption, basic exemption limit. That is only we can call it as an basic exemption limit. One minute ma. Yes. Basic exemption limit. Sir, for whom we have to know about the basic exemption limit? Any idea? Every person in person definition. Why? If we know about the basic exemption limit, then only whether we are required to collect the tax or he is an exempted from the tax, we can know. Okay. So one by one. So in person definition, important. In person definition, for all we can discuss about the basic exemption limit. Yes sir. First one. Yes ma. First person. Whom? Any idea? Individual. But now I am creating a set of persons. Whom? Individual. Whom? Individual. Next one. Next one ma. HUF. Yes sir. Remember this set. Individual. HUF. Next one. AOP. AOP or BOI. AOP or BOI. Next one ma AJP. But in this AJP, not covered one person. Who is that ma? Cooperatives. We separately written. That's why. Remember individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Ma in these persons, for one, we can categorize it based on age. Whom? Individual. Remaining all related, there is no age classification. There is no age classification. Now, individual only. If he is a non-resident, always here only. He is an non-resident means always in this category. Sir, suppose he is a resident. Suppose he is a resident. Less than how many years covered here, ma? 60 years. Sir, we are all are less than 60 years of age. That's why in first category. Then now I want to give the second category. Ra. Who covered in second category, ma? These are all are covered in first category only. But who are individual or resident individual? Resident individual. Why? Non-resident always the first category only. If he is a resident individual, now age ma more than or equal to 60 years, but less than how many years ma? 80 years. Can you tell me what is the name of this fellow? Senior citizen. Who is the senior citizen? Yes, sir. Senior citizen. So now third category also I want to cover. Resident individual only. Non-resident always in first category. More than or equal to 80. Sir, in our exams also, if they are given the exactly 80 years, exactly how many ma? 80. Remember, 80 also okay, more than 80 also okay. That fellow is now very, yes sir, very senior citizen or super senior citizen. Super senior citizen. Now, in the person definition, who are covered ma? Individual covered, HF covered, AOP covered, BOI covered, AGP also covered. Now remaining who are there ma? So fourth one, company. Next one ma? Partnership firm. LLP, local authority, and last one ma? Cooperative society. Yes, please check it out. All are covered here or not, ma? Yes. But for which person we have a different classification? Individual. Because he having that what is. Because he having the age factor. Now clear? Okay. Maybe you know or you don't know also. Simply ignore. Now whatever I am telling to you, please accept it. Okay. Because you know earlier year tax rates. Earlier year basic exemption limits you know. So that is an already over. In December 25 that may be applicable. Now we are going to write June 26 or December 26 and further items. So that's why these limits are changed. Now please remember this set of persons ma, who are ma? Individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Who are covered ma? Individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Now, for these fellows, default tax regime is 115 BAC. So that means if you want to file your return of income, if you have open your income tax website portal, automatically which tax rates will applicable on your total income? 115 BAC rates. What are the rates ma? 115 BAC rates. Now I will tell you. Section 115 BAC. This is only which regime ma? Default tax regime. This is only what ma? Default tax regime. Sir, no sir, I don't want to follow the 115 BAC sir. Can I shift from 115 BAC to, yes sir, optional? Yes, you can shift. Yes ma, optional rates. these points now I am talking for whom? Individual, HF, AOP, BOI, AJP, and remaining categories of individuals also. Up to this only now I am talking. 115 BAC is applicable for whom? Individual, HF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Now, what is the basic exemption limit? Okay, if you know anything, please let me know. 3 lakhs. In which section? 115 BAC, 3 lakh. Okay, then optional 2.5 lakh. Okay. Akka. Okay, ra. Then what about this, ra? Company, partnership firm, LLP related. Flat rates means there is no basic exemption limit. Flat rate means what, ma? There is no basic exemption limit. Okay, super. As of now, we also clearly know about the, here there is no basic exemption limit. There is no basic exemption limit. So that means even though you are earning miscellaneous amount also, on that you are required to pay what, ma? Tax. So this is clear. So that means if basic exemption limit nil means what is the rates we are going to follow, ma? Flat rates. So I have 1,000 rupees. On 1,000 rupees directly I required to apply the rates. That rates are called as flat rate. But here we have a basic exemption limits, ma. So that's why we are required to follow which rates are slab rates. So okay, you only saying that 3 lakh is a basic exemption limit. Up to 3 no tax. So the remaining they will give you the slab. Slab wise you have to increase the rates. Whatever you are saying, that is a wrong basic exemption limit. Amended basic exemption limit under section 115 BAC is 4 lakh. So that's why I am saying, I referred a lot. Now also I am confirming from the different sources. Okay, don't think about it and please refer. What is that 115? What is that 115 BAC basic exemption limit, ma? Akka. For whom it is an 4 lakh? First category also 4 lakh. Next category also 4 lakh. Next category also 4 lakh. Sir, why, sir? In 115 BAC, we don't want to check the non-resident or resident. Yes, also we don't want to check. In 115 BAC, we don't want to check whether he is a resident or non-resident, or yes factor is also not at all important for us. This is an which regime? Default tax regime. It is an default one. What do you mean by the default, ma? Sir, by nature itself, that means if you open that income tax website, if you fill the total income column 10 lakh, on 10 lakh what tax rates will apply, ma? 115 BAC tax rates is applied. No sir, I don't want to follow the 115 BAC, sir. I want to shift from the 115 BAC to optional. Yes, now you have an option to follow these rates. That's why these rates are called as what, ma? Optional. What are that, ma? Optional. Now, any idea? Basic exemption limit, here you have to check the age. And next one, ma? Residential status also. Please guess the rates. So first category, you are a non-resident or the resident having the age of how many years? 60 less than 60. Now, ma? 2,50,000. Next one, ma? 3 lakhs. Super. Next, how? Because these are remains unchanged. Clear up to now? Now, sir, now many students are asking why it isn't default, sir. At the time of rebate concept, I will tell you why this becomes as a default one, sir. I think if you started your CMA learning or tax learning in 4 or 5 years back, it is an only one rate we have. First, this is the only rates we have. Then after they introduced this one, In last 2 years back, they marked these rates as an what ma defaulted. Remember, in my final stage, I have only these rates in my final timings. So okay, at the time of entering into the teaching, they are given these rates. So both rates you have to remember. So I think 2 years back, they marked this 115 BSc as an default one. I will tell you what is the reason why they are making the 115 BSc regime as an default tax regime also. At the time of rebate concept. Are you clear up to now? Copied? So now every person basic exemption limit and please calculate the total income. If the total income exceeds this basic exemption limit, immediately we can call that person as an whom assessee. So okay, if he got an tagline as an assessee, now he required to pay the what income tax. Yet rates specified in the Finance Act relevant to that assessment year. What is that assessment year? 26-27. Relevant assessment year related Finance Act is what akka? 2025. So the rates mentioned in this Finance Act, please apply that rates and you will get the tax liability. Please pay the tax liability. Clear ma? Again I will repeat. Every person whose total income of the previous year exceeds the basic exemption limit, now that fellow can be called as an assessee. He is required to pay the income tax. So what are the rates? Rates given in Finance Act relevant to the assessment year. What is that assessment year relevant now? 26-27. Clear? So we can close the one more definition now or one more keyword. So any person his total income exceeds the basic exemption limit. Now we can call that fellow as an whom assessee. Now please write the definition of assessee. Any idea? First, he is a person. Any person who required to pay what ma tax under income tax. Yes ma, income tax Act 1961. Remember, only taxes are no ma. If you paying the penalty, fees or anything, that is also covered here. So any person who required to pay the tax under under Income Tax Act 1961, now we can call this person as an assessee. Clear? Now, so what is that main point? Now we are going to start rates. If rates done, this chapter also over. F point. Tax rates. How to calculate the income tax liability ma? Any idea? How to calculate the income tax liability? Okay, we haven't tax rates, we can apply the tax rates on total income. So that only the thing we have to do, or any other thing also? Other also. Remember, tax liability in Income Tax Act 1961 comprises of how many things ma? 3 things. Comprises of how many things ma? 3 things. You have to calculate below 3 things and you have to calculate below 3 things and you have to add, then only you will get what ma? Tax liability. What is that first one ma? Income tax liability. What is that? Income tax liability. Second one, surcharge. Second one is an surcharge. Last one, health and education cess, H and EC. So please calculate three things and add, then you will get in tax liability. Then you will get in tax liability. Okay. First one, ma. Income tax liability, sir. How to calculate the income tax liability? You know already. Yes, sir. We have a total income. On that, we have to apply the tax rate. That is only income tax liability. That is a basic income tax liability simply. For this, we have to add what, ma? Surcharge. Then last, we have to add health and education cess. I think you are many of you are looking for break, ra? Huh? Not required? I will continue. Break means nothing but okay. Daily we are taking 1.5 hour. Maybe you are looking for that. Okay. First, for calculating this income tax liability, we have an old regime first. What is that, ma? Old regime. So I will tell you what do you mean by the old regime, etc. And there is a new regime also. There is an what, ma? New regime also. You can follow the old regime or new regime, whatever you want. Yes, but I will change these things, ra? Okay, wait. I will give you one more type of presentation. We have two types of incomes, ra. What are that, ma? Two types of incomes. First one, normal incomes. Another one is nothing but what, ma? Special incomes. So can you tell me normal income means what, ma? Salary income, business, etc. Special incomes means, ma? Betting, casual incomes, capital gain incomes, etc. So on normal incomes, if you want to calculate tax liability, yes, sir. On normal incomes, if you want to calculate the what, ma? Tax liability. How to calculate, ma? You can follow the old rates. That is what, ma? Old regime also, or what, ma? New regime also you can follow. Old regime also, or you can follow the what, ma? New regime also. Sir, on special incomes, if you want to calculate tax liability, always you have to apply special tax rates. What is that, ma? Special tax rates. Sir, if normal incomes related, any one of these two rates you can follow. But if that is a special incomes, you can follow the what, ma? Special tax rate. Altogether, this is only income tax liability. Altogether, this is only income tax liability for this. Yes, sir. If you got income tax liability, it's over. No, we have to collect one more type of tax. So what is that one more type of tax? I will tell you, surcharge. Sir, not charge, sir, surcharge. Again, we want to charge something. Sir, direct tax and indirect taxes differentiation. Now I want to know. What is that, ma? Difference between the what, ma? Direct tax and indirect tax. Sir, I think you know in your intermediate level itself, direct tax is an progressive based nature. What is that, ma? Progressive based. Progressive means what, ma? Not regressive, super. Progressive based. So indirect tax is what, ma? Regressive. Okay. Now I will tell you. If your income increases, automatically I can increase the tax liability also. So clearly I can say, sir, my income 1 lakh, no need to pay any tax because that isn't below basic exemption limit. Yes, sir, my income 10 lakhs, sir, they will collect the tax. My income 100 crores. Now they will levy the surcharge in income tax or in direct tax. There is an always difference between whom, rich and poor. Yes, if you are a poor person, no problem. We cannot collect any tax, or we can collect minimum amount of tax only. If you are a rich person, along with this income tax liability from you, we can collect the what ma surcharge. Now, indirect tax. What is that ma? Indirect tax. Remember, regressive based means there is no difference between rich and poor. Example, you are visited to one shop and you want to purchase any soap, etc. For you also same price. If any beggar purchased also same price. If Ambani purchased also same price. Means same indirect tax we want to pay. So that's why here there is no difference between what ma? Rich and poor. Now please let me know. Direct tax is in which nature ma? Progressive based nature. Now based on this we can collect the one more type of tax. What is the type of tax akka? Surcharge. So now if you want to levy the surcharge, we need to decide whether he is a rich and poor. How we can decide? Based on total income. Based on total income. Okay, we decided as an rich. Now, what is the rates we have to apply? Surcharge rates applied on income tax liability, not on total income. So that's why surcharge means we can say one thing, it is an tax on tax. For determining the surcharge rate, we have to check total income. Why? Based on total income only, we can decide whether he is a rich or poor. Once we decided to levy the surcharge, that surcharge rate required to be applied on what ma? Income tax liability. That's why it is called as tax on tax. Clear ma up to now? Next. So, okay. After calculating these two things, we can sum income tax liability as well as surcharge. This is enough for department. But department means nothing but the central government also wants to develop the health and education sectors. So that's why they are imposing a mandatory contribution from your side. Yes, sir. On this amount. Yes, sir. On this amount means what ma? On income tax liability plus surcharge. Total amount please calculate. On the total they will collect the what ma? Health and education cess. What is that amount of? 4%. So this is a nothing but what ma? 4% on what ma? Income tax plus what ma? Surcharge. Clear? Now students are doing the mistake in surcharge area mainly. Yes, sir. They know surcharge rates also, but they are applying surcharge rates in flow on total income. That is wrong. We have to calculate the surcharge on income tax liability. Altogether only we can call it as what? Tax liability. Altogether only we can call it as tax liability. So now tomorrow we'll discuss about the tomorrow. Okay. Yes, sir. We can discuss about the income tax liability related rates, surcharge rates, and health and education rates also. Tomorrow we can start. So now what is that one amendment? You know already what is that amendment ma? 115 BAC related basic exemption limit amended from 3 lakhs to the remaining all are same. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the tax rates, which is very important. So now if you listen the class, you have to remember the tax rates for upcoming chapters also. No need to revise the today's sessions as well as tomorrow sessions. First chapter is already you know. It is an easy to communicate also. But further chapters, new chapters for you, you have to revise every day. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours not required. Half an hour is enough. Entire income tax I will go in this speed only. Maybe at one point of time, sir, speed ga cheppende, I know everything antaru kuda. But cheppanu. Okay. Remember, so after listening the classes, every subject half an hour is enough. Revision half an hour is enough, sir. Sir, 4 subjects started, sir. After completion of classes, 2 hours. After that, close your books and forget about the college, forget about the CMA course, and come back tomorrow at a classes time. That's enough, sir. No need to do anything. After going to the room, you can enjoy yourself. But after coming to the college, forget about others. Okay, thank you.